Marcel was putting another snow bunny through the hotel mattress while Gabby was downstairs doing deadlifts in the gym. Oh, he gotta go. Child, let's get into this first episode of Love Island All-Stars 2025 because these producers need to be dragged to the front because they knew exactly what they was doing when they had Catherine come in with Curtis. Because if I can remember correctly, Curtis was down to the Love Island games acting like he wanted to swim in the chocolate pond so bad, baby. Like he was on Justine body, he was on Imani body. If he would have still been there when Zeta got there, he would have been on Zeta body. Like anything that was chocolate, he was going that way. And I feel like Curtis is the type of person where all he's had access to is the Amy's and the Moras and all of the blonde head girlies. And in reality, if he could have his way, if he could choose what he really, really wanted, it would be a black woman. It would be somebody very ethnic, ethnic based, baby. So I feel like now when he goes on Love Island Games, when he comes on All Stars, like that may be what he's going towards. And we finna see. But something about Curtis always rubs me the wrong way because he gives me fake nice guy. Like I have a love-hate relationship with him because he gives off like, oh, I'm so nice and I want to fall in love and I just want somebody to accept me, the dancer, the nice guy. And then whenever he do get somebody that, want to love him, want to be with him, like Amy, he dogged that. The moment they say, oh, I love you, Curtis, he tick off his box and be like, oh, bitch, I'm out of there. Like Amy's told him that she loved him at 2 o'clock and he broke up with the girl at like 2:10. I'm not even playing. Like that's why I really don't see it for Curtis like that. Then for him to say that he just got out of a relationship like 4 months ago, why are you here? Like, why are they accepting people that just got out of something 4 months ago? That doesn't make any sense to me. You are not over that. And if you are over it, then it was never real. And if it wasn't real, that means you out here playing in these fucking streets and you definitely gonna play on this show. Like, do you need to check that back that you gotta come here back to back to back to back to back. Y'all be going on Love Island back to back to back. Do you have any other job? Do you have any other occupation, Curtis? I'm not even trying to play. And this is for a lot of people on this cast. Why would you ever agree to coming back here? I'm glad Maya Jama be digging it ass because she was like, oh, did you cheat? Basically like, oh, was there any infidelity? And he was like, oh no, there was no cheating on either side. There was no cheating on either side. Like, I would never do that. I did that in my first relationship and I learned from that, but I never want to go through that again. It's hurting people. All the fake bullshit, all the fake pretentiousness that he always does, and it blows me because, like I said, Amy said I loved you at 2 o'clock. You broke up with her at 2:10. I'm not even capping. Like, if you go back and watch season 5, like, he did Amy so fucking bad. And I'm so glad that Amy removed herself. So that's why I'm stressed, Curtis. Then you see Catherine eyeing him on the side. And I'm like, Catherine, leave that alone. He ain't what he say he is like that. And you, Catherine, you get up in the confessionals. And in your introduction line talking about it was your friends egging you on to leave Scott, telling you that Scott didn't want you like that. No, that was you. Nobody looked at Ellum down to the Casa Amor and said, you know what? Ellum is 1,000 times better than Scott. You should do that. You did that yourself. You looked at him, you saw them chapped lips and that face that wasn't given. It beneath a 5. Not even trying to shot a cat to you, Catherine. You looked at that and you said, oh, I'm gonna bring that back in place of Scott. Like, yeah, that's definitely better than Scott. Then you was turned up than like you was going crazy, bitch. Like you would have thought that Scott said something about your mama the way you was going in on Scott when you came back. You had a vengeance, Catherine. Like, that was not your friends. That was you, honey. I don't know if they gave you the wrong type of wine that make you turn the fuck up and come and become Catalina on somebody, but that was not you when you came back. That was not your friends. That was you. Take accountability, okay? Still love you down, baby. But don't be looking at Curtis, because you know what? Do look at Curtis. Look at him for the first couple of weeks just to be able to stay so you don't get sent home. And then after that, hop over to somebody else. But I really want you with Scott, because Scott is fine. Then we move on to having Ronnie and Gabby come in. Ronnie in that $2 hair store wig and that big refrigerator bag really be killing me. How was you 28 years old? I'm 28. I'm telling you, Ronnie looks like he's 58, 68, 78, 98. Like, girl, the age can keep going up. Like, you should have went to your turkey doctor, your turkey hairpiece doctor, and told him to piece you up a little better than that. And it seems like he went to the doctor right before this, because if you look closely, the hairline is red and like he just got it did. Like, he stopped by Mingling and them store before he pulled up to the Love Island house. Like, and the girls be on his body real bad, like he's something real tea, like he's something, and he's not. Like, nothing about him is appealing. Then it's really blowing me that Ronnie talking about him and Harriet, aka the Cynthia doll, baby, looking like she got electrocuted right up at the tub, honey. And honey, talking about they tried to try out a relationship after the show, but then they decided to split up. Baby, both of y'all wanted a check, a PLT deal, a Fashion Over deal, baby, something, and y'all didn't get it. That's why y'all broke up. And they need to bring that Cynthia doll down to the show down to this season, because I really do go up for her. Like, Harriet is my girl. Like, she was a hot mess, but one thing about her, she gonna bring the drama and she gonna bring the ratings. Please bring her, because I want her to turn the house up real bad. Then we slide down to Gabby, and I'm not really the biggest fan of Gabby. Never really cared about her. I watched season 4. She didn't give like that. I didn't care for her or Marcel. Like, could have kept them. I don't even understand why they was in the finale, but I get it. I mean, he was black. That's how they got through. Let's keep it a stack. Like, let's be for real. The main thing that came out of her was saying that her and Marcel dated for like a year outside of the show, and then she caught him putting another snow bunny through the mattress while they was in the same hotel while she was downstairs in the gym doing deadlifts. And that really, really blew me, because he is another fake nice guy. I can't stand him. First of all, you almost 40 years old coming on the show. Like, you, like, Bitch, you was too old for this. First of all, and he's still married. I don't understand how they let people that's still married come on the show. Ugh. But her saying that really blew me. Cause I'm like, man, he begged for somebody to like him that whole 4th season, like real bad. Like, oh, I really want somebody to come in for me. Nobody's genuinely accepting me. And then Gabby came in and really was loving on him real bad. We seen they put the clip in of her saying like, oh, I love you, Marcel, and blah blah blah. He played like the fake nice guy forever. And then she even said that after they left the show, he was still playing fake nice guy. And then like the script dropped immediately. I'm like, yeah, baby, because the cameras wasn't following y'all no more. Y'all wasn't getting gig. Y'all wasn't getting booked like that. Like season 4 Love Island, it was big, but it wasn't biggity big. Because Love Island season 5, the one that put y'all on the map. Like, let's be for real, girl. The money stopped coming in, and he started. And I want to know if the girl was white too. The one that he was putting through the mattress. I don't know. Was she black? I want to know. Come on, Gabby, spill the tea, boo. Then we have India and Nas come in. I am the biggest fan of India. India has always been a bitch. She the only one. She secure Ovi, baby. She secure Ovi down to the Love Island season 5. Like, always gonna be a baddie. She says she's 34 years old. She looks 34, but in the best way. Like, India seems so mature, so laid back. She don't seem like she finna get in the drama, get ruffled up off nothing. Like, she just be like, oh, cool. That's really nice. Like, and then India said she's been single for like 2, almost 3 years or something like that. And I really, really love that she said that, because I'm like, that's how you supposed to be coming on here. I feel like India just came back to see what's shaking, what's popping, like see a few people that's been in her DMs real bad to be like, oh, that's how you look in person. Oh, let's see what you're talking about. Oh, that's nice. But in reality, she finna go off and be with some billionaire somewhere. Like, she ain't worried about these fake. Like I said, if she be with anybody, I want her to be with Scott. I'm really putting Scott on anybody that I like, because Scott just too fine, baby. But we gonna get to him. Then Nas come in. Girl, I'm not the biggest fan of Nas. I'm not the biggest fan because he did the same thing that Curtis and Marcel did. Like, he played, oh, nobody likes me, because nobody was giving Nas a chance. Let's be for real, because he ethnic, baby. Like, nobody was looking at him like that on season 6. But the moment that, what's her name came in, when Demi came in, and girl, it'll be funny if they brought her back, but she was on Love Island All-Stars last year. Like, I ain't the biggest fan of her either, but she came in and actually liked him. She was bubbly, she was sparkly, like she really was trying to trash it out with him, and he basically just shit on the girl right away. Like, Demi came in on Tuesday, and on Wednesday they would have caught some more. He came back on Friday with a new girl, and he had played like he never had nothing for Demi. Like, oh, that's not my fault. Like, I just had a better connection. Oh, all of a sudden you're finding better connections now that somebody likes you. Oh, okay, Nas. Like, he really blows me. But, you know, I'm happy for him and Eva. They ended up together for like 4 years. Had a good relationship. He said that they fizzled out towards the end. I never really too much knew anything about Eva. Like, she didn't talk. Cause some more girls don't really be hitting like that. Like, once they come back to the house, like, nobody hears from them. We don't really care about their personality because, you know, it's be really blowing the original OG girls over. So they kind of get in the end. So shout out to her. I don't know. Maybe they'll make Eva come in the middle of the season and they can re-spark or something. Cause yeah, I just really don't see Nas with nobody else but Demi or her. And I'm pretty sure if I was Demi, I would never in my life give Nas a chance ever again. It's nice guy. Don't like him. And also, I be noticing that he's ethnic, but if it's somebody else that's ethnic, he really don't be seeing it for. Like, you would think that somebody that don't get played like that and that none of the girls want to quit like that would actually want to give the black girls a chance, but he never ever does it. And I be seeing like the black girls be really receptive towards everybody, but people like Nas be like, oh no, I'm good. Like, he was not a 10. Like, but Nas do look like he got a little bit of money, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. Then up next, we have Cass and Scott come in, honey. The finest pair. I ain't even gonna hold you, baby. Cass look good. Scott look good. Scott is fun. I did watch season 2. I don't remember much from it, but Scott didn't always look good. Like, it's something about Scott that just gives, like, I'm wealthy, I got money, I'm older. Like, I'm not too worried about that. Like, Scott, yeah, he the fine piece. He the fine this season right here. Yeah. And I don't know much about Cass either because she was a Casa Moore girl that came in and, like, she kind of faded to the back a little bit. I don't even know what season she was on. I didn't even write it down, honestly. But Cass does look good with the short little pixie cut and the blonde. I said, oh girl, you eating it up. And but the sad part is she like shooting her shot real bad at Scott in like the most like passive aggressive but aggressive slick way. And Scott just like, he's dodging him. He's like, I press X on the hinge app, like, girl, let it go. Like, leave me alone. Like, she'd be like, oh Scott, like, oh, I know you saw me on Hinge. And he'll be like, yeah, and they swipe left, and she'll just cackle and then keep on coming with the flirtation. Like, baby, Scott said he don't want that. And if you ask me, I wish upon a star that Catherine and Scott get together and make it far. Honey, Scott, please like black girls and please like Catherine, because Catherine is a fine piece. You a fine piece. Y'all will look great together. I feel like she's very bubbly. You very laid back. Y'all can have, do the fashions together. Like, y'all really can make a bag out of this. Even if y'all fake it till y'all make it, like, y'all can ride this shit out for like 3 years and really make a big bag. Like, Scott, think about your bank account. Like, come on now. Like, I don't even supposed to be promoting stuff like that, but let's be for real. Like, I need you to do that, Scott. Like, please see my sister Catherine. Don't leave Catherine out in the rain, because y'all know how they like to do the girls on this show. Then we move on to Luca, and I didn't even write the name. That's a shame. I think it's Elma. Was it Luca and Elma? Girl, first of all, Luca, nobody forced you to be here. Nobody forced you to be here. You look miserable 24/7. I cannot stand somebody like that. He has a very dark, miserable spirit. Like, he has the ability to bring a whole room down. Him and Gemma always had the darkest spirits in the house. Like, they always sat around just like sulking, just mad and complaining about everything. And then I just can't stand Luca because he's racist. Like, he has a whole Churchill tattoo. Just the energy he had the entire season on, what's that, season 8 with India and Dammy and them. Like, anytime a new person would come in, he would always have this attitude of, oh, I'm gonna get to know and talk to everybody. But then when was it Danica? When Danica came in, it lighter than like looking like my fucking wall, but we knew the girl was black. Like, he still didn't even want to give her a chance. Danica would literally say hey on the date, like when she chose him for the date, and hey. Like, he's so racist to his core. Like, he cannot let it go. Like, and it blows out of me, because you should not be allowed on shows like this to be racist, because you can't even have a cordial conversation with somebody that wants to pull you for a chat. Like, he only wanted to talk to, like, and it really blew me. Like, he swear to God, he fine as well with them big trident teeth, that mother swoop. The dupe hairstyle that he be having. Like, you're not a fine piece like that. Stop acting like you are. Like, I hate people that think they bigger and badder and sexier than they is. Like, look, you was not that guy, and you don't have money like that. Because if you did have money like that, you would not be back here. It's giving very much like you talking about you and Gemma dated for a few months after the show. Yeah, y'all dated for a few months so you could meet her daddy, and then when you met her daddy, it started going downhill. Like, you realize, like, oh, I'm miserable, she's miserable. Like, oh, we're miserable in the outside world. She's getting deals, I'm not getting deals. My bank account is not going up, so y'all broke up. Like, let's be for real. And then also when she got on, she had more and more big time celebrities in her DMs. No, it wasn't Elma that he was with. He was with Olivia. Luca came in with Olivia. Now, I didn't watch season 9, and I never will. Seems like it was entirely too boring. If I did ever go watch it, I would watch it for Tanya, because they said Tanya went up and was really playing the boys in their face, was playing all up in Shaq's face, but still got her man Shaq to this day, because I be seeing them on social media. I don't know who Olivia is, and I really don't care to know, but one thing that I did notice throughout this episode is that she gives a very Jezebel spirit to me. Like, the way she kind of just like kept reiterating that, yeah, like Ronnie was trying to talk to me while he was still with Cynthia Doll Harriet. Like, she wanted to keep making that known. Like, if anybody was talking and they started talking about Ronnie, she wanted to make sure she reiterated that over and over and over again. I'm like, okay, girl, we get it. He was in your fucking DMs trying to get at you. Like, she the type that want to let people know that, oh, your boyfriend was trying to get at me, their boyfriend was trying to get at me, their husband was trying to get at me. Like, just know that I'm that fine piece that everybody wants, that's trying to get with me when they're in a relationship. Like, she wants to make that known. I don't like that. And I ain't gonna lie, I did chuckle when Luca gonna try to say, this time I actually am gonna get to know everybody. No, babes, all that means is that when that season of yours came out, you went on Twitter and was reading through all the comments, and people was telling you how racist you was. You got dick in over that Danica situation, because all it took for you was to have a cordial conversation with the girl, and you treated her so bad. The date was silent. Like, Danica was talking to herself, and Danica is beautiful, a beautiful dancer, body T, face T, personality T. Like, please get out of here. I don't know why so many people hated Danica like that. You did that girl real wrong, and you just don't want bad PR and press this time, because your publicist team, your manager and all them told you, hey, that's bad for business. At least fake like you interested, or you having a cool conversation with the black ones. Marcel, baby, you're almost 40 years old. You are still married. I have to keep reiterating that. Why is somebody that's still married still here? I'm not understanding it. Why is they allowing that? That should not be allowed. Then it's Marcel jumping up in the introduction or the confessionals or whatever they want to call it, talking about yeah, me and Gabby, we dated for a while, and yeah, we had a situation, I stepped out. Bitch, say you cheated. I cannot stand when a man does that. Like, say straight out what you did. And then I don't like the whole, like we both had faults in a relationship. No, we didn't. It was just you. You cheated. I didn't cheat on you, babes. I didn't do nothing to you. You cheated on me. Then we was in the same hotel. We in a room together. You, bitch, in our room, in the hotel bed while I'm downstairs in the gym. Like, you know how crazy you gotta be to do that. You have no cool, and then you have 1,002 kids with a lady that you still married with. You're almost 40. You cheated on the girl that you left this show with almost how many years ago? 5, 6, 7, 8. Like, girl, keep it a stat. Like, move along, honey. You got gray hair. Like, ugh. Then Elma didn't know who that was either. She said she came in with Maura, and I'm glad that she actually acknowledged that, like, yeah, my biggest claim to fame is that I walked into Love Island season 5 with Maura Higgins, and I faded to the back, and you did. You went home in 5 minutes. We don't know nothing about you. You do look old, though. I ain't gonna lie to you, sister. Like, I think the makeup and the lip fillers and all the cheek fillers really be sending the girls up a hill when it come down to the age. And you know it wouldn't be Love Island if we didn't play a little icebreaker game on the first day. So they started playing this icebreaker game where the girls, you know, they sit down on the little fire pit thing, and the guys are standing up, and the girls have to get up and give a red flag to whatever guy that they want to give it to, and they have to list the reason why. Now, honey, during this little explaining of the game, you hear Elma whisper over to Gabby and be like, hold on, did Marcel cheat on you? And Gabby says yes, and Elma says, oh, I want to go first. Girl, she hop up like Skip. She flew over there like a Mexican princess, baby, and said, I want to give my flag to Marcel because you're a cheetah. You're a cheetah. Yes, get him, Elma, baby. I said, oh yeah, I'm like Elma. I may not know much about her from, you know, season 5 because she was out of there in 5 minutes. But baby, one thing about it, she clocked T real bad when it came to that. And then Marcel standing there looking stupid, telling me something. Okay, like, I don't like men that cannot take accountability. If you were so over it, if you know that you was wrong, why are you still getting like upset and getting mad when somebody acknowledges that you did somebody wrong? Like, you ain't seen the girl since you cheated on her. Gabby getting emotional on the side, and she's like, you know you cheated on me, and I found out that you said that we were nothing but a showmance. Like, they going back and forth. First of all, saying that y'all was just a showmance, that's exactly what I had said before. Once the money dried up, once you saw that y'all wasn't getting bookings no more, nobody cared about y'all on the season. Y'all placed 4th place, you weren't first. Y'all wasn't getting no magazine covers, no POT deals, no Fashion Nova deals, no none of the ASOS deals, no none of that. You stopped wanting the girl. When you start getting DMs of folks realizing that, oh my God, Marcel, you're such a nice guy. I love how you treated Gabby on Love Island. You know men go up for that. Like, he started answering them DMs and had people slide through, and then he lost so much respect for you, baby, that he was somebody in y'all hotel bed, baby, while you was downstairs. Like, Gabby, let this go. I wouldn't even want to talk to him. Like, keep it a stay. You stay on that side of the villa, and I'm gonna stay on this one, or I'm gonna have to. They was going back and forth so long that Maya Jama was like, girl, y'all gonna have to talk about this later. We gotta keep the game going. Like, cut the music. Then we slide down to Olivia, and I immediately started getting a bad feeling about this girl because she said, oh, I want to give my flag to Ronnie, but the way she was smiling with all 32 teeth, first of all, is that a wig on top of her head? Because it looked like she threw it up in the air and ran underneath it. That is not her hair. I don't care what nobody says. That is not her hair. And if it is, they did a bad dye job, but she got some bad, thick ass tape ends to the back. Olivia looks a mess to me. I ain't even gonna cap. Like, people were saying that she was getting everybody or something like that on her season. How? That's why. Because anything other than that, not hitting. She gave her flag to Ronnie, and she said it was because Ronnie was trying to set up a date with her while he was still with Cynthia Doll, aka Harriet. She get a flag to Ronnie, and of course he don't deny it because he know that he did it. And we found out later in the episode that he was trying to have his manager like set up private dates where nobody could see him and Olivia talking or going somewhere just to save him and Harriet image. Baby, nobody thought you and Harriet was for real anyways. Like, let's move on. Like, I don't know why anybody like his milk body ass. Like, he need to get in the gym. You 28 years old. If you're not gonna have no hair and your face not gonna be hidden, you should at least have abs. Like, come on, Ronnie. I'm not getting it. We all know that Gabby gave her flag to Marcel, and she definitely clocked that he's a fake nice guy. Like, basically reiterated the whole story of him cheating and being like, you played in my face and showed me the representative while we was in the Love Island house, and then the moment we left, you turned into a monster. Girl, I'm really tired of hearing about them too, because the way Gabby talks to him and the way she has so much emotion, like, ain't it been like 8 years? She gonna try to get back with that man. I'm sorry, she gonna give him another chance. I don't even know why you would do that after y'all situation and then knowing that he's still married. Then Cass gave her flag to Scott because she think he fine shit. Like, let's be for real. Like, Cass keep trying to shoot her shot at Scott. Scott really not going for it. Okay, this is the one that really blew me. Catherine gave her flag to Luca because she said that he's only been on 2 dates within these couple of years, and that's weird because if you call yourself dating and you out here on the scene, why have you only been on 2 dates? That means that you've been doing nothing but Netflixing and chilling. And Luca got so mad, like he was turning red mad, talking about some what? Like, what are you talking about? Like, seems like you have a vengeance out for me. Like, it seems like they're beef to myself. What are you even talking about? To my, yeah, I've been on 2 dates because I really haven't been trying. No, baby, what Catherine is saying is you don't have real true intentions with nobody. You're not actually trying to date. You're trying to, and you don't need to be here because if you planned, then you gotta go, because some of us is actually here to find a real relationship and a real connection. And he got so mad, and I just could not help but notice that, like, it's like a look that he gives Catherine, like, why are you talking to me? Like, why do you have any opinion about me? Why do you even think you can be in the same space as me? Like, he got so mad, and I know it's specifically because it's Catherine, because she's black. It's gonna be a long ride with him. If he stays for a very long time on this season, I promise to God, like, his PR, his rep it's really gonna go down the drain. Like, we already didn't like him before, but it's really finna go down now. Like, I genuinely did not like that he was furious. Like, it looked like his head was about to blow off his shoulders. He got so fucking red. Like, why is this nigga talking to me? Then India got up and gave her flag to Luca, which really blew me as well, because she basically said, you too young and you give childish energy. And he didn't have all that vengeance for the girl. First of all, he proved that he's too young and he's childish by throwing the flag behind him when India gave it to him. And she was just like, okay. Like, and that's exactly why I gave you the flag. But the thing that kills me was he got mad, but he didn't get as mad as he did when Catherine gave him a flag. And I'm like, you just make things so noticeable, Lucas. Not Lucas, Lucas. I don't give a fuck. Nobody cares about his name. Like, I really want him out of here. Like... It's too much for me. Him and that Churchill tattooing them trident teeth. They can get them fucking stuff. And the girls and the guys get the mingling, honey. And Gabby starts trying to go on like this good campaign for Marcel a little bit. Like, I feel like she's starting to feel remorse because she been going in on him since he stepped foot in the house. But I'm like, Gabby, please don't give him no good PR. Like, talking about he is a good person. He just did a bad thing. No, baby, good people don't cheat. I don't know where you got that from. He is a bad person, Gabby. Do not be sitting up here like trying to think of ways where you could have went wrong or where you could have did better in the relationship, because that's what women do. Do not do that. Marcel is not worth that. Baby, he's going through a whole divorce right now and he's still not fully divorced. I'm gonna keep mentioning that because that's crazy that the producers will let him come on here. He has gray hair. If you ask me, Marcel don't seem to be remorseful at all. Like, when he's talking to the guys about the situation, he's just like, it happened. Like, it was 8 years ago. Like, I mean, like, I'm sorry for what I did, but time has passed. Like, seems like she's still on it. Well, yes, she's still on it because she never got no comfort or conclusion or, nothing from that. If I was Gabby, I would not still be stuck on that. Like, he's nothing. Like, she must ain't had nothing hitting like this since she got with Marcel, baby, and that's why she's still harping on it, or she still wants it to be a thing. That's sometimes, when you want to get back with somebody or you wish that it would have worked out, you keep harping on it years and years and years after, and that's why I think she's gonna give him another chance, if you ask me. Catherine, I see you slick, like, trying to get in with Luca a little bit. Like, I feel like Catherine's trying to flirt with Luca or trying to test the waters out because she think that he cute. But I'm, like, screaming to the top of my lungs, Catherine, no. Because we know she picked bad. Whenever she got something good on her face, she always start getting sidetracked and want to go over here. Like, leave Luca alone. He's racist, baby. He's looking at Gabby, a whole white blonde woman that looked like she 92 years old with all that filler in her face. Like, Gabby look a mess to me. I'm sorry, and that bathing suit was ugly. Let's keep it a stack. We're not gonna lie now. But Catherine, I see you looking at him, and please don't look at him. The only person you need to look at is Curtis and Scott, baby. Scott. I know she's scared of the Scotts though, but Catherine, just team up with that Scott so we can forget about the last one, even though forget about the last one because other Scott's my man. Also, can we please talk about how when all the guys were sitting at the fire pit and they was giving very much and then when they go over to the girls and talk, that really blew me because I'm like, y'all all been here before and y'all are men. Like, this is what we be talking about when we say men don't want to be men no more. Like, men want to be the women. Why are you not getting up and going to talk to the girls? Y'all just sit over there staring at them, talking about them. Then Curtis, out of all people, Curtis had the balls to actually get up and be like, hey, they're looking over here, I'm gonna go. You guys are he's like, I'm gonna go talk to people. But also something that I noticed and I peeped that really, really hurt my feelings, like to my core, I was just like, the UK will never, ever, ever get better. Y'all will never progress over there. Because when they asked Curtis, like, who are you interested in? And he says, oh, Cass, somebody else. And then he said Catherine. When he said Catherine, Luca was like in the far frame of the camera. And Lucas, he bust out laughing. Like, he started laughing. And a few of the other guys laughed as well. And I'm like, what's funny? I'm not laughing. I didn't laugh not one bit. I actually didn't even hear the joke. What's funny? What's funny about him wanting to get to know Catherine? And then I didn't like that Curtis named Catherine last. He paused. He was like, Cass, so-and-so, and Catherine. It's like she's an afterthought. Curtis, please. And then I would have checked them for laughing. I would have been like, what's funny? What's funny? They never get better over there. And that's exactly what I love about the USA. It's whooping they ass. But he goes and pulls Cass for a chat. They chatting. I really wasn't too much here for it. Cass is real spunky. Like, when she likes somebody, she wear it on her shoulder real bad. Like, she don't even gotta tell the guy she like them because she be flirting first. She just like me. Like, girl, you don't even gotta flirt with me. I'm gonna flirt with you first. Like, I'm gonna get it popping. Like, don't even worry about it. I'll be the man in the relationship. Ronnie and Elma chat. Two old looking people was chatting. Girl, I was scrolling on my phone when they was talking. I really don't care about nothing Ronnie got going on. Then he gonna tell my disco round. He ain't gonna be talking to all them girls and coupling up with 1,000 people. Yes, you are. And I don't see the appeal with him. Like, what is it about him that make the girls just want to talk to him? Ugh. And he always getting like the botched Barbies. No shade. this is when I really realized that Ronnie went straight to the hair store before he got to the island, because it was like I could see the like the little laser marks on the hairline, like it was extra red. I'm like, Ronnie, you gonna have to put a do-rag on tonight, baby, to calm that down. Put some Aquaphor or something. You gonna have to put some witch hazel. It's getting a little irritated right there. You just had the little laser surgery for the hair, like the turkey doctor just hooked you up and you would have got you a little hair piece from the hair store down at Mingling shop. Like, come on now, you could have did better than that. You knew you was coming on TV. You should have did it a week before. Same way you could have went to the gym and painted you on some abs. They slide down to the couple pickings. They always trying to do this whole thing where they say, oh, the public is gonna pick the couples for the people in the house. And I just think when it comes down to Love Island All-Stars, they don't need to allow the public to do that. Like, I think the people, like, we know all of these folks, and all of these folks know each other. I think that you should let them pick who they want to pick on All-Stars, because I'm so tired of them putting all the ethnic people together. It's like the ethnic people just get, black people and ethnic people just get dropped to the wayside. They always gonna pair us together. We already knew Catherine was gonna either be put up with Marcel or put with Nas, and we know now one of them parents makes sense, and that's exactly what they did. They put Catherine with Nas, and I don't like the way that Nas is just like, he was the only person that stood beside their couple and did this, stood just like this, act like he didn't want to be beside Catherine. Oh yeah, I think the coupling did well. And then when Maya said, oh well, what do you like about Catherine, or how do you feel about Catherine? Have you noticed anything about her yet? He was like, she's really bubbly. Yeah, I think the public did well. And Catherine naming all this nice stuff about him. I just hate the way black women get did on these shows. And Marcel stand up there knowing that he was either going to be picked for, he thought he was going to be picked for her. He was ready to start walking, but he already knew they was going to team him up with Gabby. And that's exactly what them folks did. They put him and Gabby together. Didn't really care about that because she going to get back with him. They went through their whole debacle again. Luca on the side jealous because he wanted to really be with Gabby, when I feel like Gabby is not finna be going for him. That's not her type. From Marcel to you, try that teeth. Try again, ho. You fish. She like niggas that be out. She like to roll me. They paired Cass with Curtis. She was really excited about that. Curtis was excited. I saw Catherine looking on the side like she wanted a piece of that. Like, oh no, I'm getting on that. Like, yeah, you got him now. You may have him now, but I got him all the time. That's what Catherine was saying to the head. They put India and Scott together. Oh baby, I ain't mad at that. Now that's a good looking couple. I'm glad they did that. Scott's outfit was just like so simplistic, but so like Scott knows how to wear his shit. Like the way he had his jeans and the way he had his stance. India looking good. Like they look like just a really good ass couple. Like, I don't know. And then Scott said he done had his eye on India for a while. Like they've been cool for a couple years, but they never ever tried it out. I like how Scott was like, yeah, we've known each other. I have interest, but we never ever tried it out. I don't know about her on that end. Like if it didn't happen in the outside world, I don't think it's gonna happen here. But hey, if y'all want to try it out, you know, if she want to try it out, we'll try it out. Cool. If she don't, she don't. They put Elma with Ronnie. I mean, they was giggling. They both botched. So good couple, I guess. I don't really know much. I think I'm gonna like Elma though. And Ronnie, I ain't too mad at him. Ronnie just a hoe. That's the only thing about him that really be blowing me sometimes. They put Olivia and Lucas together. Not Lucas, but Luca. Olivia gives vibes. Is it just me? I don't feel like she wanted to be with Luca, and Luca didn't want to be with her. Luca doesn't want to be with anybody. It's giving Luca wants to be with his homeboys, because earlier in the episode he was like, oh, I want to be with somebody that accepts my boys. And when Catherine said, oh, are you gonna accept their girls? And he was like, what are you talking about? Like, girl, even that, he was so mad at Catherine for interjecting and saying anything that made sense to him, talking about, what are you talking about? You said that you don't want to be with a girl that don't accept your boys. She asking, okay, if you want that, are you going to accept her girls? Because men be trying to tell you, oh, I don't like that friend. You don't need to hang out with that friend. What? Because you want to... Oh, okay. Then you already know it wouldn't be Love Island if they didn't have a little recoupling at the end. So you already knew they slid Miss Ekin-Su in at the end. She came in looking a little nervous to me. Like, when she first came on her season and she flew through with her heels, and, you know, she came in with the spunky energy, that was not the same Ekin-Su that we got last night. Like, I was like, who is this? Like, she came in kind of like timid and nervous. I don't know. From the reports that I've been seeing, she said that she would not be coming on this show if they tried to bring Davide, and I agree with her, because I couldn't stand Davide. He was racist as well. But I did love the little messy clips that he used to be having, like the little messy sayings. But I could take him or leave him, like, honestly. But she was saying that if they brought him, she was not coming because she went through so much turmoil in that relationship that she never wants to see him again. Like, she's finally worked on herself and got over it. So if she saw him, that would put her back in that miserable space, or like that traumatized space that she was in when she was with him. And I'm glad that she put her foot down and had her own boundaries and was like, hell no, like, if he on the way, I'm not coming. So I kind of noticed when she came in and she was timid and kind of more like, nervous and shy. I was like, damn, like, is this coming off of the Davide breakup, and did he kind of break her down in a relationship? Because I feel like that's what be happening 9 times out of 10 with these girls. Like, they build a dude, he break them down real bad, and they kind of lose their spunk and their personality. So maybe her coming back on this show will kind of like spunk her back up and make her get back in the mood. Like, I want the Ekin-Su that was flying through them niggas. Like, the one that would come through straight and he was like, oh, I'm gonna steal your man. Now what about it? Now what's T? Yeah. Then we find out that her and Scott had a little rendezvous, or allegedly. Scott talking about she been in his DM a few times. But did you reply? That's the real thing, Scott. Because I hate when men try to do that. Oh, she was in my DMs like 10 times. But did you reply back 10 times after you received 10 DMs? But girl, Ekin-Su's supposed to be stealing somebody's man tomorrow, so we gonna have to see. Y'all go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you thought about the episode. Let me know how you feel about the people that they decided to put on this season of Love Island All-Stars. And honey, we gonna see what type of season it is, because y'all know I'm good to drop off something if it start getting boring.